In this video, we will discuss the upcoming events and what we can anticipate from XRP. Where do we have to close today? If we stopped, what would happen? Next, where should we go? What is the next level? What happens next, and when will we reach $1? I know every answer. Without further ado, let's begin. We have a ton of work ahead of us, but the market is looking good. Bitcoin 65773293940 inch observe this minor disturbance, comments Peg. XRP finally made a comeback last night. We are currently trading at 618, up roughly 3 cents from yesterday, 5.69% over the last 24 hours, and a mean lean of 61 cents, with a target price of 62 cents. I don't think this little push-up we're seeing is over, at least not for a long time. Fired, this is what I believe we will witness. Things continue to rise, people. Recall what we discussed on this channel. I was, splattering the details quick talk YouTube clips YouTube, I saw this happening. We all knew this was going to happen, even if you don't believe it. Check out the videos on the channel and give them a listen. We were aware of this, and the structure and formation we are seeing in XRP now is the same as what we saw in 2020 and 2016, just before the bull run. We are in the same structure, witnessing the same pattern unfold just before the bull run. I had been discussing this for the past week, and I felt a little guilty because I was making the same videos on TikTok. I was switching to YouTube Shorts and completing them. I was merely attempting to delve as deeply into that data as I could, since we were aware that this was currently. We are situated above a significant wall of resistance, which is 6C. Are we including a clear? This thing can still go back down, can't it? We are above Bitcoin for now, but it will spoil the celebration if it wants. What I'm looking for is the next step in this process. If we successfully break above 65 and 66 cents, we will divide the market into test segments of 65 and 66 cents, followed by a brief cooling off phase. For Q4 of this year, it will be the ideal setup before we target 75 cents. Recall that we are still in Q3. We only have one more zone because Q4 October doesn't start for another several. Therefore, I aim for XRP to remain above our second resistance wave, located between 65 and 66, to prepare for the massive pump that is expected to occur in Q4. Region, regardless of the term we use, there are two extractions before the giant pump. Where is the simplicity? It's seated. At 75 people, there are 3 regions available. For those of you who have been following our channel, we have been discussing this topic. We need to remove 3 regions, numbers 60, 65, 66, and 75. Place your small check mark on one of them. Is down 2 more to go. I think we'll test the 65 to 66 cent level over the weekend. We'll talk more about that in a moment, but first, good morning, CZ Binance. The man, the myth, the legend, has returned from jail to his account and is tweeting good mornings to the cryptocurrency community. This is bullish, pay attention, CZ. He intends to manipulate the markets by forcefully inflating the value of the cryptocurrency markets. Take my word for it, before the market's greed peaks, there will be a 100% saline priced comeback and a 10% bull return. Although the altcoin has recently shown remarkable momentum, and practically every other cryptocurrency in the top 100 has seen a price increase since last week, indications suggest a dip may be imminent before additional real-life G. This analyst highlights the potential negative impact of the implementations on soul bearers. And what would have happened to the cost? That's what he believes. To be honest with you, about how the soul descends before ascending, everything will work itself out. It comes down to whether or not Bitcoin wishes to retest the mid to low 50,000 range. If not, it wants to keep rising. With it, everything will continue to speed up. The weekly chart states appear to indicate a settlement that is similar to the one in the graphic below. The token may run into resistance at $170. This is because the area is a prominent supply zone. In the past, this has resulted in the price of Peg Solana retracing multiple times, suggesting a potential retracement to approximately $145. Technical oscillators measure the move based on historical price patterns, so if you are a sole holder, we could see it go back to 140 right away. Typically, 170 is the biggest resistance level that will be broken if you are looking to buy. I have an abundance of Solana, therefore, it may be advantageous for you to delay or acquire it at 140. This is significantly higher than my normal purchase price, thus I will not be purchasing it. That's how easy it is, and that's how the DCA functions. Instead of increasing our dollar cost average, we aim to decrease it. For example, if you convert our dollar cost average into Solana, your dollar cost average will be $157. $157. You do this until you reach the token's current price. Since every time it moves up, you're in the green, you stop buying. The game is simple, we'll explain it in the movie. E.g. cryptocurrency, he says, "Hey, XRP, this is a test." When does an XRP test take place for your patience? Since 2017, patients have been holding this item, which doesn't verify your patience. We're going to bring something exciting until we get a strong closing over 64 to 65, he says, pointing out that he has a 64 to 65. The next micro target is 75 cents, so I have to go from 65 to 66 and turn it into support. This might serve as a springboard for a big move towards $1. That's exactly what I've been advocating for. We then need to convert that into support, like we have been doing for the last 65 to 66 months. We must convert 75 cents into assistance. It's not like this has to happen. We have 3 months to convert 75 cents into support and are still on schedule for a wonderful 2025. That's what needs to happen for XRP, and all we need to do is make it happen by the end of the year. At this stage of the push-up, we should see a 75-cent increase. Immediately, that isn't how by the end of the year. This is 75 cents, which we must hold on to and turn into support because you know what happens. People are okay with it. Our ups cost 75 cents. We never get close on a daily or weekly basis. We have a little wick above 75 cents, and then we drop back down. Every month, it merely taps before returning. People prefer it down, but we hit it. Doesn't operate that way. Instead, you must close above the number and convert it to support. If that happens, it's that simple. If we use it as a support, we're ready to go. Are we prepared for a significant run on XRP in 2025? The charts show that happened in 2016 and 2020, and XRP is in the perfect time to ride those move cycles to the top. I predict that today we'll see people glued to their phones, constantly refreshing them, and closely monitoring the price of XRP as the initial excitement subsides. Folks, it was truly Saturday, which is a fascinating development these days. Does XRP have to keep these 60 cents? Still, don't we witness a reversal? Down this way, correct? This is not the appropriate action. However, to make this the right move, we need to surpass 65 and 66 cents. We now have to surpass 65 cents and 66 cents. And retain it for the time being only because we're momentarily above 60 cents. It's not illuminating us. That is to say, a Bitcoin is not doing anything. Decides that it wants to make amends and return. This far down below, it will bring XRP up to speed. Well, I agree with you, but we are in that zone. The zone is merely transient. People in this zone grow in a day or a month. The fact that we are inside just indicates that the breakdown could happen on any given day. We are prepared for the XRP breakthrough, but this does not imply that it will occur just because we have entered the area for one. As usual, Bitcoin will have the final say over what transpires. In this case, we want Bitcoin to continue rising. This will allow XRP to continue its upward trend. With it, as you can see currently, and as I have said, XRP will rise much further.